Welcome. As always, I am Jason or Jessica, and today we're doing a tier list video. I've never done a tier list video. I've always wanted to do a tier list video. And of course, we are starting the hype with Scarlet and Violet. I'm here. We have the SV tier list, no spoilers. I found the one with no spoilers. We're doing no spoilers, okay? I'm not here for the leaks. I know a lot of other people are not here for the leaks. So we are just gonna start. I feel like it's only fair to start with the starters. I feel like you kind of have to, right? You have to start with the starters. So we're gonna start with the starter that I'm picking, and that is Sprigatito. I love this little cat. Now we're not going off of, again, no leaks, no spoilers. We're not going off of evolutions. We're going based on solely what we see here. So because we are going based off solely what we see here, no evolutions, no nothing. We're going to start with Sprigatito because that is the one I am choosing. No evolutions, based solely off of this. People are going to disagree with me. This is God tier to me. Sprigatito is the perfect, cute little cat. And I know Nintendo is not going to leave it on 4 feet like it deserves. But I love Sprigatito. I have 2 cats, so obviously I'm a little biased here. But he gotta be up there. He's my little cat buddy. And it's funny because I don't pick grass very often. There's only one other time that I've ever picked grass, and that's Snivy. And that is another, I feel like, very unappreciated starter, is Snivy. I love Snivy so much. I love Superior. I love that line. It's a great line. But yeah, I usually pick the fire starter, so it's very rare for me to actually ever go with a grass type Pokemon. So when we got Litten, these are controversial opinions, guys. When we got Litten, I was disappointed. Not even with just the fact that it went on 2 legs. I wanted a cute cat. I feel like we haven't gotten a cute cat. Like, we've gotten Glameow. All the cats have been edgy. That's what I feel. Like, Glameow's kind of edgy. Purrloin's definitely edgy. Meowth, he's fine. We all grew up with Meowth. He's fine. He's not cute like Sprigatito. They're all a different kind of, like, cool. I'm not saying, like, their designs are bad. They're not cute. They're edgy. They're a different vibe. I want a cute cat. And this is my cute cat, is Sprigatito. And no one will take him away from me, okay? Now that I'm done ranting about Sprigatito, let's do the other starters. Fuecoco, I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of hate for Fuecoco. It's not that I don't like Fuecoco. I love Fuecoco. I got a plush of Fuecoco, and that made me love him more. But Sprigatito just edged him out. He is such a cutie. I don't know, though. Because now I'm looking at everyone, I'm like, do I like anyone as much as I like Sprigatito? I don't know. Well, now that I'm looking at the list, there is one other Pokemon that I like. He is so derpy. He is so cute. Definitely reminds me of Totodile. Did not pick Totodile. I've picked 2 grass starters, including Sprigatito, and 1 water starter. No, wait, sorry. I'm a liar. This would be my 3rd grass starter because I definitely picked Rowlet in Sun and Moon. And I've only ever picked 1 water starter, and that's Sobble in Sword and Shield. Maybe he's definitely up here. He's not anywhere down here. Is up here. But am I going God tier or am I going amazing? That's my real conundrum right now. I'm not a fan of Quaxley though. I'm gonna pass over Fuecoco for now because I'm thinking about it. I'm not a fan of Quaxley. John's picking Quaxley. John, I'm sorry. He's fine. He's definitely not my pick. He's a fine Pokemon. I like him. He's fine. He's gonna go indecent. And I know, at least the side of Twitter I was on, they're gonna come for me. Because they loved Quaxley, but he's just not he's not my kind. I don't vibe with him. He's fine. So we have Quaxley is decent for me. I'm not a Quaxley hater. I'm not a Quaxley lover. He is just there. I think he's a fine design Pokemon, but it's not my cup of tea. But obviously, we all know Sprigatito is. Me and John were talking about this because I'm obviously going to be playing through on stream, but I'm also most likely going to have my own playthrough going just for my personal amusement. And I was really like torn between Sprigatito and Fuecoco because I got the Fuecoco blush. I was gonna do 2 playthroughs. I was like, but which starter am I gonna choose? And he's like, oh, you're doing 2 playthroughs. Like, you can choose Sprigatito and Fuecoco. And I'm like, but can I though? Because I've never done that. I am that person where I pick a starter and that is my starter. Like, if I play this game again, I'm picking the same starter. I'm not somebody that goes through with different starters. I don't know. Maybe that's a weird thing I do. But that's what I do. I stick to one starter. I played like Legends Arceus twice at the same time, and I kept my Cyndaquil the whole time. I could have picked the other starters. I didn't. I didn't want to. I wanted my Cyndaquil. How I feel about my starter for Scarlet and Violet. I don't know if I'm gonna pick Fuecoco for one of them. It might just be Sprigatito for both. But I think I've decided. I do love Fuecoco. He's just a little round boy, and he's so huggable. He can go God tier with Sprigatito. That's where he can live. Okay. Should we do box legendaries next? I feel like we can kind of go in the order that they were announced. I feel like that's fair. So, he feels amazing tier for you. Yeah. It was a debate, but the plush that I got of him really made me love him in a different way, you know? That's probably what's gonna happen with me and Quaxley when I finally get that plush. Because I will be getting a Quaxley plush. Like, I have to. I got all the starters. I need all the starters. Except for I don't have all the black and white starters, so that's actually a lie. Miraidon, Koraidon right now. I'm picking Violet. Again, we're not talking leaks. I don't want to hear about the leaks. I know people have switched the game they're going to because of the leaks, but I'm sticking to my game. I don't care. I'm going Violet. I'm Team Violet all day, every day. I love Miraidon. That is my thing. Like, he's my emote. I made him as soon as I saw him. And he's just... I love him. I think he's a great design. And I love them being little lizards. I think that's so cute instead of being like just a dragon. I feel like I feel like we get a lot of dragons, but they're not dragons really. Like, I'm trying to think. Mew's not dragon. A lot of them are dragon-esque. They have wings like Zekrom, Reshiram, Yveltal, Lugia, Ho-Oh. They just got like the dragon-esque vibe to it. See, I love Miraidon, and I love Ceruledge. And I'm pretty sure Tyranitar is a Violet exclusive. and Tyranitar is like my second favorite Pokemon. So I'm pretty comfortable with my choice. Again, we're not talking leaks here. I'm going to say that probably like 50,000 times because I'm trying so hard to avoid them. I've definitely seen them, but we're not talking about them. Was it Salamence? I thought Salamence was Scarlet and Tyranitar was Violet. But I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure Tyranitar is Violet, Salamence is Scarlet. Oh no, John, can you fact check me? That'd be wonderful. So, that sounds right. You're not gonna fact check me. You're just gonna go off a gut feeling. Oh, we're gonna go with Miraidon. Miraidon's God tier for me. You can come at me later. Okay. Miraidon's fine. I don't know. Like, I do enjoy the legendary. Tyranitar is Scarlet and Salamence is Violet. I guess I was wrong. I thought it was the other way around. But okay, that's a little disappointing. But I'm getting the double pack and John's getting Scarlet, so either way I will be able to get the the version exclusive, so I'm okay. You say God for Miraidon. I don't know. I don't like him that much. Lechonk is better. I don't like Koraidon as much as I like Miraidon, but I also do enjoy his design, so he can go in the amazing tier. And that's where he will stay. Okay. When did Titan come out? Can you have a tier above God and just label it Lechonk? Oh no. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Oh, I feel like you guys are like gonna be really mad at me. I'm not like the biggest fan of Lechonk. I'm gonna get so roasted. I like Lechonk, but not the way everyone else does. I'm so sorry, canceled. No. He is a good Pokemon. I'm like trying to think of pig Pokemon, and the only one that ever comes to mind is Tepig. And I do enjoy a pig. But I don't know. Oh yeah, Grumpig. That's two. Just give him the God tier. Oh, yeah. Well, Spoink, Grumpig, yeah, same line. But, like, they're pigs, but they're not four-legged pigs. That's more what I mean. There's only two four-legged pigs, which, yes. Okay, when I say one, it means the whole line. Mana is not a pig. Mana is a tapir. What the heck? Have you looked at a Mana recently? No, Mana is a tapir. Have you seen Moonsharna? By the way, Spoink needs to jump for his heart to beat. I know, that poor little guy can never stop. Snorlax is a pig? What? What? Yeah, he'll eat anything, but he's not an animal pig. Why would we even consider Snorlax? What Pokemon is he, or what animal is he supposed to be? My god. He just looks like a big teddy bear to me. Is Snorlax supposed to be a bear? A human? Now I'm like, oh yeah, Swinub is a pig. You're right, you got me there. I forgot about Swinub. Okay, I guess there's more pigs than I thought, but there's still not, like, a pig. Like, when I look at Swinub and when I look at Spoink, they're not a pig. Lechonk is a pig. Side note on Miraidon, I don't love what they did with his flying animation around his head. Lechonk is a pig. Like, four-legged, curly-tailed, snout pig. It's too rigid. Well, wait till you see it in game, because you never know what they have for their trailers. That's the word I'm looking for. Guys, I'm putting Lechonk in amazing. I just did it. I love him, but I don't think he belongs up here. He is a good, solid design. He is a cutie, but these designs are at a different level than him. Okay, moving on. Tommy. Oh my god, okay. I feel like they did do a really good job with designs this generation so far. Okay, let's talk about Poppy. I don't think you guys will ever move on from Lechonk, but we're gonna talk about Poppy. Okay, Pommy's obviously a Pikachu, the Pikachu of the region. We all know that. We're all aware. Yeah, he's okay at best. I do think he is a cutie, but yeah, compared to like these other designs we got, he's just fine. Like we got so many Pikachu, what are they called? Pikachu clone? Yes, also known as Pikachu clone. We have so many Pikachu clones, and like I get it, we're gonna have one every game. That's fine. But we're always in this warm colors. Like I think Emolga was like the stray of the warm colors. I guess you could say Morpeko was like a mix of warm and cool colors because he's got the black and the like light brown going on. It is a good clone. Add a new tier, Pikachu clone. He just gets his own spot. I feel like just because he's a Pikachu clone, under Blah, I don't think he's that low. Like, I don't hate him, but it's like, we always get a Pikachu clone. Yeah, we can put him under okay. I feel like if he wasn't a Pikachu clone, I would like his design better. I don't know. Pikachu clones are very blah to me. What are all the Pikachu clones? We have Morpeko. We have Mimikyu. We have Emolga. What's Dedenne? Yep, Dedenne. Puzzleminen. What's Sinnoh? Why can't I think of Sinnoh? Oh, Pachirisu. I think technically, I'm pretty sure Mimikyu is supposed to be a Pika clone. Otherwise, they don't have one for that region, right? Oh! Yeah, no, you're right. Togedemaru's the Pikachu clone, not Mimikyu. Man, why did I always think Mimikyu? It's definitely Togedemaru. I'm thinking so hard. Then we have Puzzleminen, Pikachu. Yeah, I feel like if it wasn't a Pikachu clone, I would feel very differently about it. But because it's a Pikachu clone, it's a good Pikachu clone. Yeah, he uses the Pikachu costume. And I always forget about Togedemaru. I don't know why. Yeah, it's a good Pikachu clone. As far as Pikachu clones go, I would say this is in like the top ranks of Pikachu clones. But as far as Scarlet Violet Pokemon go, he's okay. Be my scared Olive. I do love Smoliv. Do I think he is God tier? No, I don't. I do love him. He is an anxious little baby. I can't put everything in God tier, you guys. I can't. He is an anxious little baby, and I relate to that so much. I would put Smoliv in amazing. You want Wiglet in God tier? Really? Oh, I feel like we can talk about Wiglet now. I feel like the Diglett, like, I know it's not technically a Diglett, but in my mind, it's still a Diglett. I don't know. The only thing that upsets me about Wiglet is he's supposed to be a garden eel. It is better than a lowland Diglett. For sure. 100%. It really bothers me, though, that they didn't give him spots like a garden eel. Like, that would just amplify this design so much more. Because I totally get what they're going for. As soon as I saw him, I knew it was a garden eel. But they could have made him more garden eel-y. I've seen so many people do such cool designs of Wug Trio. And they give him the spots and they give him the fins, and that's what I want. And I just wish we would have at least got spots for Wiglet. Wig Trio. Yeah, I wish they would have gave him spots. So as far as being a regional, water Diglett, earth Diglett, they just need fire and air. As far as regionals go, he's okay. I know he's not a regional, but in my mind, he's still a regional. He's fine. I get it. I personally am just a little disappointed we didn't get spots on him. Now, I really don't think there's a bleh Pokemon for me on this list. I'm looking at, yeah, I don't have a bleh. I don't know if that's what people do, but I don't have a bleh. I never, like, there's not many Pokemon that I don't enjoy looking at. It's not on here. I don't know why Gimmighoul's not on here, but he's not on here, and neither is the dog, Grivard. He's not on this list either. This is a pre-made list. I did not make this list. What? You don't like giraffe Pokemon? We only have one giraffe Pokemon. How can you not like it? I love Farigiraf. We're talking about Farigiraf now. I love Farigiraf so much. Farigiraf for me is God tier. I have always loved you like giraffes, but not as Pokemon. It is amazing. Okay, we need to talk. Yes, we do need to talk. I love Farigiraf. I have always loved Girafarig, and I was like, I can't really use Girafarig. Like, he's not the best Pokemon. Like, and that was always so disappointing because I loved its design, and Farigiraf is so, like, weird, but I love it. I love Farigiraf, and I can finally say Farigiraf. Well, okay, when I played Silver Crystal, I had Gold and Crystal. I wanted Silver, but that's the only one I didn't have. I couldn't even tell you what my team was back then. I don't know. It definitely had Typhlosion in it, but that's all I could tell you. I can't think of what else was on my team from Crystal Silver. I think I have Victory Bell, which is a very, like, random Pokemon in my mind to have on your team. But I definitely had Victory Bell. And, like, Furret, I love Furret. But I never used Furret. But I love Furret so freaking much. And I never used it. That was never part of my Silver, Gold, or Crystal playthrough. I definitely had it to complete the Pokédex, but I never actually used it. But yeah, I love Farigiraf. I'm so glad Girafarig got the love it deserves in this evolution. And you cannot convince me otherwise. That is not a god tier. We have no giraffe Pokemon. And I think it is just such a unique take on a giraffe without it not being a giraffe. I use Girafarig just for the battle sprite, where the other head just stares at you intensely. I forgot about that. Oh, back sprites. Miss them. Okay, let's talk about Fido. I remember when Fido was announced because I kind of love that they did not just show us the Pokemon. God tier just for the pun. Honestly, to me, Fido is god tier. I love it. It's just a little baby. And it has a great pun, obviously. But I do love how Pokemon didn't just give us the Pokemon. I love that we had to kind of look in the trailers for them. I remember seeing it and I was like, John, wait, pause. There's a Pokemon. I just feel like they haven't really done that in the past. Ella, John, can you have a bacon sandwich? No! Oh, We already have ham subs in the game. But yes, I do enjoy Fido. This is a good food Pokemon. Like I'm not the biggest fan of Vanilla. I don't know. I can't say it. Vanillites. I love Fido. Fido's a cutie. Fido can be god tier. It is a great design. Oh, we're talking about food Pokemon. Vanillite's fine. I've never been the fan. I do enjoy Alchemy's design. Especially watching the anime. I feel like when you watch the anime or get plushes or even just look at cards, you get like a whole different perspective on Pokemon because I really loved how tiny Alchemy was in the anime. It was so cute. We love the dog. Let's talk about Wooper. Okay, let's talk about Wooper. Wooper is cutie. I don't know how I feel about this design. Obviously, it's still Wooper, so Wooper is still cutie. I don't know. It's kind of cool because I think what they're going for with his little antennae fin skills situation going on was like skull and crossbones because he's poison, right? Wooper got a new shiny. Yeah, it's basically a reskin for the most part. Which is why I like it. I do like it, but I think it's just decent when it comes to regionals. I'm pretty sure it's poison. Am I wrong? Loved Axwell Wooper, loved Poison Wooper. I'm pretty sure it's poison. John, where have you been? Like, you're not fact checking anything I say. I know why I'm using it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's poison. I'm pretty sure he like covers himself in poison. As far as yeah, poison ground. Okay, cool. You're gonna replace John soon, I guess. I don't know what happened to him. As far as regionals go, it's fine, but it's really a reskin. Like, when I think of really good regionals, wow, thank you, John. Thank you for being here. When I think of really good regionals, I love Vulpix Ninetales. Yes, this one is absolutely original. I love Vulpix Ninetales. I love Ponyta. Not so much Rapidash. I didn't enjoy Rapidash design. They messed up the eyes for me. I don't know if you want to count Hisuian Typhlosion and any Hisuians as regionals, but I think of like Hisuian Typhlosion, Zoroark from Hisui. Like, those are like S tier regionals in my mind. Galarian and Alolan Meowth. Yeah, if we're talking about regionals, they're like literally like what John said. What if it was brown? It's like that TikTok. What if it was purple? Let's see it purple. Like, they didn't change enough for me. I get it's supposed to be a regional. I get it's supposed to look like it, but that's why I talk about like Ninetales. Alolan Marowak's a good one. But like Ninetales, Ponyta, Typhlosion, Zoroark, like those still look like the Pokemon, but are like way better in my mind. I know we haven't seen the evolution yet, but we're not talking about evolutions here, John, because there's no leaks allowed. We're just going solely based off of how these Pokemon look. We don't care about what they evolve into. We're just looking at them for what they are. Okay, let's go with Cetitan next. I feel like I haven't seen enough Cetitan. Quagsire is just gonna scream poison at you. I feel like I haven't seen enough of Cetitan yet. Like, I feel like a lot of these other Pokemon, and maybe it's just I'm thinking about fan art. It does remind me of Avalugg. When I'm thinking about fan art, I have not seen any Cetitan fan art. So maybe that's why it's not as fleshed out to me when it comes to Pokemon. So I'm not sure how I feel about it. It is a whale, a land whale, which is unique for sure. I don't think it's bad. I just feel like I don't know, I haven't seen enough of it to like really know if I enjoy it as a Pokemon. It's just not top tier for me. I think Titan can go in decent. It's not as good as Lechonk, no. I do enjoy Titan. I don't think it's a bad designed Pokemon for any means, but I just haven't seen enough of it. I saw it walking for 0.2 seconds and I saw it get thrown out in a battle. I don't think it will evolve. No, I think that's what we get. That is the question we need to ask. True. It kind of, to me, reminds me of Duraludon. That's the vibe I get when I look at Titan. I'm not a fan of Duraludon. I don't know if we got any hardcore Duraludon fans, but Duraludon was fine to me, but I don't know. There's just something about him that I just don't particularly like myself. And that's why it's decent. It's a decent Pokemon. It's a solid Pokemon. And it can just live in the decent tier with its buddies. Maybe I have a bias because these are all technically water animals. Maybe I just don't like water. We literally have a duck, an axolotl, and a whale, and then the sea eel is under them. Maybe I just don't like water animals. I would wonder what they would do. I don't even know what they would do with Wailord and Wailmer. I feel like that's a hard one to make a regional because they are what they are. They are whales. I just don't know what you would do with them. Would they come out of water? You could make them deep sea versions. That would be interesting. Like anglerfish. Just flip them. Yeah, I'm not sure what you do with that. You could make them deep sea. But then you have to bring back the dive mechanism that I feel like I'm crazy, but wasn't there a dive mechanism in Ruby Sapphire Gen 3? I feel like there was in Emerald. I think what I'm really thinking about, okay, HM8. I think what I'm really thinking about though is Pokemon Ranger because I'm pretty sure you could dive a lot in Pokemon Ranger. And that's what I played instead of Gen 3. I never really played Gen 3 till the remakes came out. But I can tell you I played a whole lot of Pokemon Ranger. I love Pokemon Ranger so much. Okay. In Pokemon we die a lot, not dive. Yes, the game that kills the DS. Okay. I don't know what everyone else was doing, but I did not kill my DS screen with that game. I wasn't like carving circles in there. Why are people carving circles in it? Why are you all so heavy-handed? Exactly. Why are you heavy-handed? I played hours of that and I did not scratch up my DS screen. You got too intense. Someone needed to monitor you in that game. Okay. Since we already talked about Miraidon, Koraidon, let's talk about... They got too excited. Let's talk about Cyclizar? Cyclizar. That's what I'm going with. I don't know. He's gotta be the baby form, right? Or like, if we are really going future past, he's present. And he's fine. I feel like he really gets a bad... When you lump him in immediately from Miraidon and Koraidon, because we all did it. Like, he looks exactly like them. You ride him just like you ride them. It's like not even fair for him, honestly. I just don't enjoy Koraidon as much as I enjoy Miraidon. I love Miraidon, and I wasn't the biggest I shouldn't say the biggest. I wasn't as big of a fan of Koraidon, so that's why he is one tier lower than Miraidon. But when you compare Cyclizar to these guys, like, that's not even fair to him. Like, you look at him and he's fine. But you have these two. Like, when given the option, who is choosing this guy? I don't think anyone is, and I feel bad for him. But I'm gonna put him in okay tier. You would pick him over Miraidon and Koraidon. I feel like you're lying to me. I don't know if I believe you. I don't know if I believe you. I feel like this is that moment when I talk to my kid and I'm like, wouldn't that make you feel bad? And she's like, no. Just to try and diminish my point. I like liquid and I'm lying. Okay. Fair point there. Okay. Let's talk about Belly Bolt. Everyone hated this announcement so much. The amount of hate this announcement got, God, I don't know. I don't know if I agree. I don't know. I did not hate this announcement. A substitute, but it's real. One above all. I enjoyed this announcement. I love creative announcements. People got so butthurt about this announcement being at whatever time they had to wake up. And it was an announcement for another announcement. Like, I get it. But, like, I enjoy being creative. And I love when we get to speculate. I think that's why I really enjoyed it, because so many people were speculating and they kind of teased Krogunk and people thought there was going to be a Krogunk regional and everyone... But is it better than Lechonk? I don't think it's better than Lechonk, actually. I think I have a problem with its color scheme I don't know what other colors you would use with it, but the yellow against this green with this orange kind of, like, hurts my eyes. But yeah, I did like the announcement because I love when we get to speculate and I love seeing people's, like, artwork of what they think it's gonna be. I saw, like, Krogunk Regional. I saw Chinchou Regional. And I saw a whole bunch of things. And I think that's when you wanted the Magnemite. I think that's when, like, this community is at, like, its best, is when we speculate things. I love being part of this community when we speculate new Pokemon and we try to figure out what it is. Like, that's, like, some of the funnest parts for me. So that's why I did not hate this announcement. I enjoyed this announcement. But I think Belly Bolt is decent. I bet you if they're not in this game, we will definitely get those Magnemites in another game. I know she says just hair clips, but I bet you any money we will get them in a different game. Baby Magnemites. Like, okay, I also was very convinced that she was a VTuber, because of the fact that the Magnemites kept moving, and she's like, oh my god, they're just my hair clips. Could be a 4-tier evolution chain. It could. Could you imagine if they started doing that? That would be intense. But yeah, I really thought she was a VTuber, but we saw her in that trailer after the announcement, and she's a real person. Baby girl Magnemite would be pink and the boy would be blue. That would be kind of cute. Okay, we're saving these two for last. Let's go with Cloth. People love Cloth. He's a crap. Again, like, I don't think it's a crap. Yeah, it's a crap. I don't think he's a bad design Pokemon. Why wouldn't you love it? I think I have some sort of bias against water animals. Like, look at my list. I guess I have some sort of bias, which is so funny because I wanted to be a marine biologist so bad. I'm not, though. Just so we're all clear, I didn't do that. I don't know. Like, he gives me very Kingler vibes. Like, he's very close, but also at the same time, to be fair to them, how different can you make a crab? But we also have like corefish, but is corefish a crab or is it a crawfish? Because technically they're different. Amazing, it is a big crab. I don't know. I think Claw for me is okay. I think he's fine. Again, I guess I like really have a bias against water animals because they're just are doing it for me. Maybe I have a higher expectation for water animals. I don't know how much I don't like buying games. I'm buying this one. Oh, me too. I will be in line at Target on Friday before it opens. I'm getting there so early to make sure there's not a line because that pre-order bonus is the one I want and I'm not going to regret it not being there soon enough. I'm praying so hard. Oh, there's none by you. Where are you? But don't dox yourself, obviously. What country are you in? Oh, game shop? You have a game shop that sells video games? But yeah, I'm just hoping that the Target I'm going to has the pre-order bonus. Pre-order bonus. I love that they call it a pre-order bonus. At this Target. It's the closest one to my work, so I'll be able to go and get to work honestly early still, as long as the line's not crazy. I'm really hoping it's not. I've never seen a line for these games, but you never know. Hello, welcome in. It only sells video games. I guess when I think of game shop, I don't have like a local game shop that just sells video games. Like game shops around me sell like cards and D&D and stuff like that. Yeah, like when I think of game shops, it's like board games, card games, that kind of thing. And then when I think of GameStop, that's what you're describing to me as GameStop. That's what we have around me. Pokemon is crazy at your store? Yeah, I'm like, because I worked at that Target for 7 years, and whenever Pokemon released, it wasn't this crazy, like, we didn't have a long line. Yeah, pop figures sometimes happen. Yeah. Yeah, like, if I were to say to somebody in my town, I'm going to the game store, they would probably think of Game Town, which is a card store. So that's what I thought of. But yeah, around here at least, there's not like a huge. Isn't that what I just said, John? Are you actually listening to this conversation? So I'm hoping it's not too bad. The reason I'm not going to GameStop, other than the pre-order bonus, because I decided this way before I knew Target's per bonus. I said GameTown, but I talked about GameStop earlier. You're not listening! I will not pre-order from GameStop anymore. I have always been a person, because I worked at Target, so I got a discount. He probably is in a different dimension at this point. I worked at Target for 7 years, so like for me to not buy from Target, it had to be a good pre-order bonus. So I wait till the pre-order bonuses were all announced, and then I would decide what I was doing from there. 4 a.m. Jonathan, is it 4 a.m. where you are? But yeah, I decided I'm not doing pre-order bonuses. Oh, dang. Hopefully you don't got anywhere to be. I work at GameStop, so it's where I go. Yeah, so I worked at Target, so it had to be a really good pre-order bonus in order for me not to go to Target and get my discount there. So I would oftentimes, like, I go to GameStop pretty frequently. We at least go there once a month. We were going there once a week for a while because on Thursdays we would just go shopping and we would always just stop at the GameStop just to look and see what they had. But So I would always talk to them. I'd be like, hey, do you know what the pre-order bonus is? And the amount of times I ask this for any game, it doesn't matter what game it is. I know it's pins for this game. But anytime I would go there and ask about a pre-order bonus for any game, doesn't matter what game it is, doesn't matter if I was looking for the double pack or not, they would constantly say to me, well, you should have pre-ordered this sooner because these sell out. You're lucky that it's still around because these sell out so fast. Like, I can't believe you're asking me this late. Every single time. Like, I totally get things sell out. I totally get it. I totally get you have to make a certain quota and all that. But you telling me that I am too late, but we still have stuff, why are you telling me I'm too late then? Why not just say, hey, you should do it now because, yeah, you should ask before game is even announced. You should do it now because it could possibly sell out. Like, that is a totally different conversation than somebody being like, you should have ordered this sooner because we could sell out, but we're not selling out. If you got questions, hit me up on TikTok or something. Okay. I will, but it's just hard for me to go into that GameStop because even if I asked to pre-order stuff, which I've done before, they'd be like, oh, I have to check if we've sold out on it or not. And they would be like such this ordeal. And I'm like, if it's sold out, I get it. Like, that's fine. I worked in retail for 7 years. I never made it a thing. I don't know. Like, I don't know if people just don't ask them questions. Like, everyone at that GameStop, when they walk in, they just know everything about what's coming out. And that's why they get, like, so upset. But, like, every time I would ask them, because it hadn't been, like, on the internet yet, and I wanted to see if they knew, it would be like, oh, you should have pre-ordered this sooner. Like, I gotta check to see if we have anything. And they'd be like, oh, we have some, but you need a pre-order sooner because these sell out so fast. And it's like, I get it. Why are you lecturing me every goddamn time? And they recognize me. It's not like they don't recognize me. Like, they don't know me by name. But they are very aware that I come in very often because of the conversations I have with them. They're like, oh yeah, you have a pro membership, right? Like, they are familiar with me. And every time I want to pre-order, that's what they say to me. So I'm just done pre-ordering from them. Like, unless it's a really good pre-order bonus, I'm not going to do it anymore. See, I get it. I totally get that things sell out. It's like the way that they say it to me. And the fact that they know I come in there a lot. And that I get a lot of pre-orders. Like, I've been going there for 8 years. And it's the same people that's been working there. It's the same people I talk to every time. So I worked in retail. I understand things sell out fast, especially like collector's stuff, especially after working in the pandemic. Yeah, I don't know if they're just like they just don't enjoy their jobs anymore or what, but like I can't go there and pre-order. And it's like 5 minutes away from my house, so it's like I'm not gonna go to a different GameStop and pre-order. That's too out of my way. I'll just go to Target. This is a better pre-order bonus anyway for Target, so it's fine. I mean, it is and it isn't. Like, retail sucks. Any retail job you do, it sucks. Like, I know you work for GameStop, but Target's pre-order bonus is the little statue of Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley that got announced for Europe, and everyone's like, why doesn't America get anything good? And Target got it. Yeah, it's a good pre-order bonus, so I'm going to Target. You don't have to pre-order it. It's a first-come, first-served thing like all Targets. No, it's not too late. You don't have to pre-order it. You just gotta get there. Yes, Europe got it. Europe announced it like months ago, and everyone's like, oh my god, like, oh yeah, you live in Europe? Yeah. I don't know if every country in Europe got it, but I know it was a European pre-order, and everyone in America was like, why does America get crap? Because we were just getting berries and potions and that was it. Yes, Target is a good pre-order. It was the UK. You have a Japanese copy of Legends Arceus? That's crazy. But yeah, America was getting berries and potions, and we're all like, we don't want this. Like, we will spend our in-game money to buy this. Give us something physical, it will have. It would look great on a work desk. It will be going with the rest of my figures in my case. Okay, I'm done ranting about pre-orders now. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's talk about Graphite Eye. Or is it Graphite Eye or Graphite? I think it's Graphite Eye, because I think I got yelled at for calling it Graphite, which I enjoyed how Graphite sounded, and someone was like, they released a video saying the name and you still can't say it right. Okay, I do enjoy this design. He's wearing a hoodie. Like, we all know this, right? He's wearing a hoodie and he's a spray painter. Like, I think he does deserve to be in God tier just for the amount of like time and effort I think was put into his design. I think it's such a cool concept. He has a hoodie. Yeah, I think like his eyes are also supposed to be like goggles because he's a spray painter. Like, I think there was just so much like detail that went into this Pokemon. It's not like my personal favorite Pokemon, but just based on all the design, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even think of what word I'm looking for. Design aspects, like the hoodie, the graffiti, he's got kind of goggles, he's got the little hair poking out. Like, I think he deserves to be up there. We're done talking about Lechonk. I'm not a fan of Belly Bolts. Like, I think he's fine. But there's something about his color scheme that's very off-putting to me. I don't think Lechonk is better. I do like Lechonk's design, but there was so much thought put into Graphite Eye. Oh my god, I almost said it again. Graphite Eye, and I just love all the like little details to him. So I think just for that aspect alone, he gets to be in God tier. Okay, let's do our final version exclusives. There is one on here. That would take me forever. It's not happening on a Sunday night. I guess you gotta make your own because I'm not... Oh, we're talking about these guys now? You guys think both of them are God tier? Really? I think, in my opinion, there is a definite one that is better. And that is Ceruledge. Yes. Ceruledge to me is God tier. And I don't even know how to say his name. He can go here, but he is not a Ceruledge. What even is this guy's name? I don't know how to say his name because I saw Ceruledge and I said, forget about you. But still, the Scarlet one is also great. It's a good one, but I love Ceruledge. One is a dual blade wielder and the other does Kamehameha. It's also Psychic Ghost. Yeah, I love Ceruledge. What is his name? Camerouge? Is that how you say his name? I think that's his name. He's fine. I think he's a good design. They are good parallels. Armourouge, yeah. He's a good design. They're good parallels, but I love Ceruledge way more. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Armourouge. Yeah, I think he's better. I really do. And so I'm sticking with my Violet pick. And that's how it is. John also disappeared again. He's not helping me out with any of my mistakes tonight. He said, see ya, I'm gone. The Packers won, that's all he cares about. Lechonk, I don't think he's better than them. You won't change my mind on this. Like, you really won't. I'm sorry. I understand you feel very strongly. John, I didn't know what his name was, and you didn't help me out. Chat is doing a better job being a moderator than you right now. There have been so many times I needed you to help me out with something, and you're just off in space somewhere. You're the sleepy Gengar today. That's you. But yeah, this is my list. I don't think anything is blah. I don't know. Can you really beat the Fido pun, though? Like, it's a great pun. Easy solution, give us the mod, and John will not have one. I don't need to pay John, though. He just lives here. But yeah, it's a good pun. Like, I second this. It's a good pun. He's up there for me. Oh yeah, we can talk about them. Grivard and Gimmighoul, because they're not on this list, but we need to talk about them because they were officially announced. Grivard, God tier. Like, I love him. I don't know what it is. Gimmighoul is adorable in roaming form. Gimmighoul's... I think Gimmighoul's cute. I do. I would put him at decent. How about this? No, he's decent. He's cute. He's fine. I don't know. He wasn't what I was expecting for one. But he's fine for me. He can go in decent, and Grivard goes in God tier. You like the chessboard because it's just a mimic, basically. I love that they said he gets sold because he can't move. Like, that's funny. I like that. That was cute. But he's in... Gimmighoul's decent, and Grivard is in God tier. I like how it's like, no one's in God tier except for Sprigatito, and then we get through this whole thing, and, it's not just Sprigatito. Why did I say that? I don't know. But yeah, I enjoy all the designs so far. This is the only one that could maybe move down for me, but he can stay there. Yes, I am starting with Sprigatito. And John is going with Quaxly, so I'm shocked he didn't roast me a little more on that, but like I said, John has just disappeared for some reason. He doesn't want to hang out, I guess. But yeah, that's the list. And that's gonna be all for me tonight, guys, because I am so tired. I stayed up way too late yesterday, and I gotta go to work tomorrow. But I will be doing an extra stream this week on Friday. So that will make up for the short stream, because obviously we have to stream on release day. Like, come on. So there will be a Wednesday stream, a Friday stream, Saturday, Sunday stream. Oh, we can definitely do a trade tab in the Discord. I already have a Scarlet Violet meetup tab in the Discord, so we can definitely add a trade tab in the Discord. Just wait 10 minutes. It'll be 4:20 here. Well, it'll be 9:20 here, so that doesn't work for me. But if you don't have them, there are the rest of my socials and the Discord. If you want to join the Discord server, like I said, we will have Scarlet Violet meetups. We do have Pokemon Go raids on there. We can do a whole trade tab for Scarlet and Violet too, or just any Pokemon in general. If you want to trade on home, if you want to trade on Go, we will have a trade tab on there. I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, if you want to follow me on any of those. And that will be all for me tonight. I hope you all had fun. I had fun. There will definitely be more tier lists in the future. Maybe we'll do a full Scarlet Violet one once the game actually comes out. And LeChuck will still probably be in the same spot, but we'll see, because he's got to compare to the rest. I don't know why the emote didn't work. I see it. But anyway, I hope you all have a good night, and I'll be back on Wednesday, and of course Friday for Scarlet and Violet. So I will see you then. Bye!